All right, so light, we'll just do a little bit on light, and then I've got another little practice for you with that as well. So now we're moving into the beautiful grace of light. And so if we think of what light is, so light is a culmination of all of the colors. It is the combination of all of the energies, all of the frequencies. And so we can use light. Light is the ultimate healing frequency. Because it contains all of the frequencies, we can just work with light. We can work with light to bring back into balance anything that's out of balance, from our original template. And this is where the kind of, I guess, a bit of a caveat is that we hold a template for our soul's plan for what it would like to experience in any incarnation. And so when we're doing the energetic work, what the light will do is to help us to reconnect with our original templates. So it will help to bring back into harmony whatever is out of harmony with our original templates. And so, sometimes somebody can have an unfortunate disease process, but if it was in their soul's divine plan for them to experience that, then using light is not going to change that, because what using light will do will help to come to that resolution. And in that resolution, the disease process will no longer be seen as a disease, because in that light, the greater lessons will come through that experience. And so it's really about, as we work with the light, it's about connecting back in with what that original template was that is sitting within us. We all have our original template. And so when we do the energetic work, we're working on whatever is out of harmony with whatever the original template was. And and it's, using that to be able to, sometimes it's really hard sometimes to understand when we're in physical form. To get into physical form, we need to be vibrating so slowly as light beings. We need to slow down our vibration so much to come into physical form. And as we slow down, we lose the capacity to understand the massive picture, right? The bigger picture that's way beyond, our capacity to comprehend while we're in physical form. And so sometimes things are beyond comprehension. And so this is when we move more into that trusting the process, trusting and opening to the potentials that exist with what is, rather than that focus on what isn't. And this is what's key. As long as we focus on what isn't, what we don't have, is we create this sense of lack, and we'll stay in that energy of lack. If we can, expand beyond that and recognize the other potentials, and we work on those higher frequency potentials, then these higher frequency potentials will be what becomes. So I know, it's hard sometimes, isn't it? It's like, oh my God, how's that supposed to be part of a divine plan? But apparently it is. And it's like sometimes stuff just happens because, everything needs to be in balance everywhere as well. And, when we're in light form, things look a whole lot different to they do when we're here. And so sometimes people will elect as well to do, I'm sure they must do, they elect to do some of the things that they came here to do to create an experience that we needed to have as a collective. I know it sounds horrible and I don't like to think in that way, but there is always something to do with the plan happening with, with everything that that's going on. All right, so pretty much everything is information that's resonating at different frequencies. And this is sort of like the highlight of everything that we've been seeing in this webinar series, is that everything is different energies, and we can use specific energies to bring back into balance whatever is out of balance. And so as we allow ourselves, particularly with the elemental energies, because they are such feeling states, And the elements are also correlated with the chakras. The chakras have the wisdom teachings as well. But when we're working with the elements you can really feel as well. And it's that feeling helps to make more tangible the wisdom teachings, which is why I love working with the elements in that particular way, because as we saw when we looked at vibration, that that the feeling is what creates the frequency. And so when we can connect in with these elemental energies, we can work with the feeling state to actually shift energy a lot faster than if we're intellectualizing. Say for example, we've got menstrual problems. Everything in the sacral area, it's the element water. It's about close personal relationships. So, it's good to do reflective practice on those sorts of things, but we can actually, if we bring in the water element with that reflective practice, it's going to help to clear that and to clear the emotional intensity and to clear that condition, much more quickly than, if we're taking medication or, or which is completely avoiding it, or whether, we're just working on, like reflective practice in that sort of way. I'm not taking away from reflective practice because that's how you get rid of density as well, but to bring in that another layer and working with the elemental energies actually helps the energy to shift a lot more quickly as well. What else did I want to share? Yeah, so, basically we all have a choice. If we can remember that we have a choice to start to create in line with what we really desire in our life. A lot of our old beliefs and old outdated patterns are just that. They are our limited beliefs that we have, particularly about the self, are keeping us stuck and are also keeping us separate from the truth that we are light beings. We are divinity. So there are so many more possibilities when we allow ourselves to work in that way, to trust and to allow yourself to be shown the many possibilities, and then trust and, work with it in that way. And you'll so many more doors will open for you when you allow it to be, when you allow yourself your birthright, you allow yourself to be in connection with the truth of who you really are. We're not just limited little humans that are victims to life. We're actually, we're more have been victims to the patriarchy, victims to the powers that be over the last few millennia that have taken our power from us. They've led us to believe that we are not capable of doing anything, that we need to be led. We just need to get some menial job to have work so we can pay for the powers that be, pretty much. And so, it's the modern day Renaissance is here. And this is where everything starts changing with us. And then because of resonance, everything else starts to change from there as well. There's so many people delving into these teachings and creating change that, it's inevitable now. And I know that in my deepest core, we've passed the threshold. And it's just because we're in physicality, it's just going to take a while, because physical dense stuff takes a while to shift because of the energy of it. So for this last process, just get you to close down your eyes again. And taking that opportunity to connect in with your breath once more. And just feeling into that breath, that prana energy, the life force, the creator of life, which it is also known as. And as you breathe through that heart space, moving that energy, allowing it to expand, noticing yourself in your seat, grounding into this very moment. And now taking your awareness up to your third eye and starting to visualize a Beautiful indigo light beaming out in all directions. And as you breathe into that light, seeing it become brighter and more vibrant. Now, as you continue with that gentle, steady breath, a chalice opens from the third eye up into the crown, with the top of the chalice at the crown. And it opens the crown to receive beautiful source light energy. Now visualizing the source light energy pouring down into your crown. Starting to draw it down through your central column into the chalice, through that third eye, breathing into that third eye space, allowing it to open. As you continue to draw that light down into the throat, breathing through that space, opening the throat, drawing that infinite light, seeing it continue to stream down through the crown, through your central column, down through all of your upper chakras now and into your heart, connecting with your light that resides in the heart, the seat of your soul, being activated, magnifying your light with this beautiful stream of source light as it continues to move down into your lower chakras, into through the solar plexus, breathing some space through there. Continuing to see that light stream all the way from the crown, all the way down your central column now, through the solar plexus and into the sacrum, the sacral area, opening the portal of the sacral chakra with that breath. Continuing to draw that light down, all the way down into the base, breathing into the base, opening and expanding that space. As that source light continues to stream from the crown all the way down through all of your chakras, through the base and down into the earth, anchoring that source light down into the earth. And as it connects with the earth, it connects with her light. All of the light held within the crystalline grids of the earth. Feeling that light continue to stream down through your crown, through your central column. You are the conduit that connects heaven to earth. Seeing that source light stream through all of Earth's crystalline grids, lighting up all of the earth. As you continue with that gentle, steady breath, your central column becomes wider to receive more source light. And it continues to grow wider, activating all of the light within your cells, within all of your cells. That column grows even wider until it surrounds your whole physical, still connected down and illuminating those crystalline grids of Gaia. That light continues to stream down through all of your energy layers now. Beautiful crystalline diamond white light of source. Streaming all the way down and through you and into the earth. Just take another moment to sit in that glorious light. And taking another nice long deep breath in and hold and releasing it out and hold. And then taking another nice long deep breath in and hold. And breathing out and hold. And then one more nice long deep breath in. Starting to notice yourself back in your seat. Breathing out, releasing, letting it all go. Starting to bring some gentle movement back. And whenever you are ready, you can open up your eyes. If you've got some water nearby, you might want to have some water. It's thirsty work. I love working with the light frequencies. You've got a journal if you want to make any notes about the essence of light, how that feels.